Good morning, everyone. I want to talk to you guys about prophecy and how it can also be used to manipulate us, and that what we think is a prophecy might not be a prophecy at all, but it might just be someone who is well aware of the script and sees the benefit of manipulating the people, not in a good way, never is, to a certain outcome. And this is how they've been doing it for a very long time. So many people think, oh, because that person said this was going to happen a long time ago and then it happened, that they are knowing the truth and that this is destiny and meant to be, and that's not the case. They're manipulating the grand scheme of things in a way. So let's talk about, for example, pastors, priests, George Orwell, The Simpsons, the Illuminati card game, the Bible. It's possible that these people are in a club and a part of setting the world stage script and setting the audience up. And I think that we need to be aware of this and this pattern because it often leads to a trap. I want people to understand that just because we hear these things and this person says it's going to happen and then it happens, does not mean that is for our highest good. They know that the people are very powerful and what they visualize and what they believe can collectively manifest. So if they want us, particularly working in visual effects, they are all about a dystopian future reality. By they, I mean cabal, globalists, whatever. And so they're working very hard. Like when we think about the future, we now think about this dystopian Mad Max sort of a thing. And I don't know about you, but that's not my future. That's not something I want to manifest, and I know that's not the collective future either. I know we connect with our roots, we connect with nature. This is where we find out who we truly are and what we're capable of. I know that the cabal is terrified of this. They know exactly who we are and what we're capable of, and have been working for thousands of years to disconnect us from that. And so we have to ask ourselves, who are we that this is happening right now? What do they know about us? They seem to be more afraid of us than we are of ourselves. And this is like a big chess game that's being played on us right now. And we have to consider all the pieces and the factors that are at play, because I think people are starting to wake up. Like it's absolutely surprising that we woke up and a lot of people woke up and knew that, okay, I don't trust media anymore. It's just completely lying to me. And then another event happens, false flag event happens, and that is something that is suddenly real. Like we can believe the news again. It's like, what? So I think we need to really be aware of this chess game and how they are playing us and what we can do about it. I don't like that we are limited by just two choices when it comes to politics. For example, we have the same thing in Canada. And so they always seem to have one that is horrible and one that seems a little better, kind of a thing. And even though that option seems to be better or lesser than two evils, they still are evil. They still are in that club. They wouldn't be given having them even in the choice option if it wasn't to serve the agenda. So it's very much like, it just constantly reminds me of the Simpsons Halloween episode where Kang and Kodos, the aliens, take over the two candidates' bodies, Bill Clinton and Bob the Dole, I think. Al Gore, that's it. And that's the situation that we're in again. And it doesn't matter which one we choose, it's going to lead to the outcome that they want. In this case, there's something that is clearly staged. You know what I'm talking about. And even everyone's playing along with it and thinking that it's a real thing. Can't see that they're being set up for something. And it's very obvious. I mean, almost like this is I feel like some of these events are just like, what can we get away with the people? How brainwashed are they still? And we need to be aware that they're constantly testing to see what our collective level is at, and it continues on as long as we allow it to continue on. And so familiarize yourself with these patterns. It's really important to see how we are being played and how we can change the outcome. It feels like they're making these decisions for us, like going to the store, grocery store. Do we really have a choice with what we're choosing, or is it pre-selected choices? Such as they've chosen this for us, making us give the illusion of choice. Someone's made that. Do you want this poison or that poison? So they can write a script, they can stage an event. If they want something to happen, they can choose their actors, their cast of characters, and then have it play out in the world stage, making it seem like it is reality. What kind of reality do you want for the future? We have to say, I'm not playing this game anymore. I'm not choosing what you want me to choose. Even collectively, we have more options than these two. We have more options than heaven and hell. Many more in between that we're not even looking at because we're just forced for either the right or the left hand, but both serve the same agenda. So I want you to think about all the things that you've seen and people who seem to be connected to a divine higher plan, but really it's to feed and serve an agenda. And I think that we are here to be awake and realize this, awaken to this. Humans are at a point where they have to come out of amnesia, and they will come out of amnesia. Earth is something like a Harvard University for creators in training, and this incarnation, which every lifetime we've ever lived has prepared us for this life, in which we are living every single life in this life simultaneously, is a graduation life. This is the incarnation where we realize this game that we're playing, I really feel like this is a VR game, and we need to understand the codes and the cheats. And when we have near-death experiences, we're seeing beyond the veil. We're seeing loved ones as passed away who are giving us codes and cheats and building us bridges to the other side to help us get out of this trap that we find ourselves in, a collective trap. And it's very important for people to understand this at this time. And think about what you can do, how we can utilize social media, and we are in a lot of ways, to wake people up, to realize we don't have to play this game. These, like the movie The Labyrinth, when that realization that the lead character Sarah had to have to free herself from the situation she found herself in was that you have no power over me, or the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy realizing we have the power all along. She had the power all along, we have the power all along, but they keep making us think that we don't, and we have to give our power away constantly to this outside force. And they keep playing it as if it's a divine prophecy or higher hand or act of God, and definitely using a lot of people who are strong faith believers, manipulating it towards their agenda. And we have to question all of that, no matter how unpleasant it is, if we want to really be free and explore our potential and know who we actually are and what we are capable of and our role in the universe. Humans are considered by star people to be genetic royalty. And we are very much in awe and fascination and admiration to those other worlds as they're watching what's going on here. I will talk more about this in my next video. Have a beautiful day.